Yes! It works! I fixed something! Now it's time to get the car down and surprise my dad. Good morning guys and welcome back to the lid shop. So the problem with this car is that it doesn't run anymore. Connected to the fuel pump you've got some kind of fuel damper that controls the pulse that the fuel pump is generating, and that's what's the issue. It's clogged or it's just done, it's broken. And we're gonna fix it today by changing that because we found a new one and it's kind of hard to find, so I'm glad we did. And it's for his birthday, so it's a surprise. I'm gonna change it right now and hopefully it's gonna run after that because we don't know if that really is the problem why it's not running. So I'm gonna change it and hope it works again after that, and then we can make my dad happy with his car running again, because this car is for him the same that my Nissan is for me. So I understand that he wants to drive it and he misses it, and I hope he likes it. So I'm taking you guys along and we're gonna fix it today. So this is the part we're gonna change today, and it was really hard to find, but my brother found it on a site and it says it's the same as the original, because this is not the exact same thing that is under the car right now. It's just a replacement that should work the same and should be the same, but we don't know yet. And it's right under there near the fuel pump, so we need to jack the car up and I'm gonna lay underneath it, and this car is heavy as hell. So yeah, I'm excited. I put some lights down so I can see what I'm doing and you guys can see what I'm doing, because well, there's no lighting under this car. So the car is flying and I think we can reach where we need to go, and that's it right there. So it's got a fuel pump, the fuel filter and the fuel damper, and we're gonna change the damper today, and that's the one that's most unreachable, so that's a good thing, I guess. I don't know if this is because the fuel quality was way worse back in the days, but we got the fuel pump, we got a fuel filter, we got the fuel damper, but over here we got two other filters. We got one and we got two. So this car has 3 fuel filters. I guess it's because the fuel quality was not that good as it is right now, but the filter should be good. They all look pretty new except for this one, but it should be good. So this is the part where it was leaking fuel and I plugged it so it wasn't dripping anymore, but that is apparently the issue. It needs to lose its overpressure, and if it has too much overpressure, that means it's done. So when it starts leaking out of that, that means you need to change it. So that's why we're gonna change it today, because it was leaking and I just plugged it, but now it doesn't work, and that's probably the reason why the car doesn't run. So I'm starting off by taking this one out of the way because the damper is behind it, and it's just this clamp and it's hooked on 2 hoses, but the hoses can flex a little bit. That went a little easier than I thought. The nut that holds it in place is kind of hard to reach, so I'm gonna do some magic and I'm gonna try to get this thing out. And we also need to loosen the bolts that are on top in the banjo fittings, so then it's completely loose, it's not connected to the car, and when I get that nut off I can take it out. When you don't know which size the nuts are, you just bring every spanner you got. And of course I only need the biggest size I brought, so all the other spanners are just useless. But that's okay. Now it's time to take off the lines that come from the fuel pump and go to the fuel filter. And of course it's spinning with us. This is really not fun to do. I don't know why they put it near the rear axle that moves and is big and is huge. You just cannot reach this. You need to take out all the other stuff, but I don't want to take off the line so that it's dripping fuel all over the place, and it's gonna do that anyway, but if I only take off these lines, it's gonna be to a minimum. And that's what we want, because I don't want to smell like fuel the rest of the day. But for now I just need to get my spanner on the other nut, and I think this is a situation that we all have sometimes, that you just are 1 millimeter shy of getting your spanner on and you just can't get it, and that's frustrating as hell. So yeah, well, I think I got it. That wasn't it. that wasn't it because it's again spinning with us. God damn it. I really hope my dad is gonna enjoy this and he's gonna drive this car. Otherwise I'm doing this for nothing. But I'm really glad I can work again because my knees are getting better. So that's good news. I'm really happy about that. I was afraid my knees were gonna be an issue for a really long time. But happily that's not the case. I was really afraid that this wasn't gonna fit because this has a concave male connection. And I saw some banjo bolt looking contraptions on the old one underneath the car. But when I took it off, I found out that these aren't banjo bolts. These are, I loosened them with a spanner, they weren't this loose. But these are banjo nuts. And they have a little thingy in there, a little washer thing to make sure it is sealed. But this is some kind of banjo nut and I've never seen this before. And as you can see, it's concave, it's female. So that's why they use the washer, it's both concave. But yeah, I've never seen this before and I think it's, oh, quite nice. But now it's time to get back under the car and I don't really like being under this car. It's dirty and well, it's heavy, I don't know. But we're gonna go back under and we're gonna change it and we're gonna see if the car starts. And I hope it does, because then my dad and I can take a little trip maybe today, because the sun is shining a little bit. It is cold, but you don't feel that in the car, you only see the sun and it would be nice. So I'm gonna change it and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, new damper is installed and you can barely see it, but you just have to take my word for it. It is in. And the bolt in the clamp that was on there is not long enough because this is a little bit different than the old one. So we're using my best friends in the whole world and that's zip ties. But it's in there, it's really snug, so it's not gonna go anywhere. And now I can put back the filter and all the other small stuff. And then we can lower the car down and hopefully start it. We're gonna try to start it now. We already tried it before, but it didn't start because I think the battery is a little bit dead. So we got a jumper on there and hopefully it's gonna start. So yeah, try it. Try it again. Nope, doesn't start. Alright, so it's the next day. I couldn't get it started yesterday and it was kinda, well, frustrating. So we tried a lot of things and I stopped because I didn't have the time anymore yesterday to start it. So we're gonna start it today, I hope. I don't know where to start. I really don't know why this thing is not starting. It should have spark. The only thing is the fuel pump only gets 5 volts when cranking, and before cranking it doesn't get any voltage. So some cars are set up that the pump is gonna, well, start pumping fuel when you start the car and when it's running, but not when you just turn it on. So I don't know why it's getting 5 volts. I think I'm gonna start there. Alright, so I thought of the first step we're gonna do, and that is we're gonna use brake parts cleaner to spray in the intake, and then we're gonna crank it and see if it, well, turns over, see if it runs a little bit, and then we know it's a fueling issue. Alright, so here goes nothing. Yep. Do it again. Alright, so we know it's a fueling issue. We're gonna try it one more time. Just gonna spray a little bit in there. Just a little bit, just a little dab. Yeah, turn it. Yeah, it works. Alright, so that's a good sign. It does work, it does spark. Just need to fix the fuel pump. Alright, so if we use brake parts cleaner, it does start. So now we're gonna try to hotwire the fuel pump. Just put directly 12 volts to it and see if the car runs then. This is safe. No doubt, this is definitely safe. I think I didn't tighten them enough yesterday, so now I put some new washers in just to be sure, and I tighten them all the way. So I'm gonna put 12 volts on the pump. It should work. Yeah, no luck there. It's just spraying fuel again. But it works, so that's a good thing, and this is not really the way you should do it. Just hang a few rings around there and put it on a little battery, but yeah, it works, and this doesn't. Alright, let's see if it works. Yes, yes. Yes! It works! I fixed something! I fixed it! It works! My dad is gonna be so happy it works! Damn, just hear that thing purr, man! Big V6! God damn it, it's still leaking. But it works. That's the first step. So it works. I'm really happy. That's the biggest step taken so far. It runs on its own power. But now I need to fix the dampener again. It's still leaking fuel and we don't really want that because, well, fuel is really expensive these days. And it's next to the exhaust and we don't want the car to burn down. So I'm gonna try yet again to fix the leakage from the dampener. And I don't really like doing that because my hands get covered in fuel and my hands burn right now because my skin is irritated, but well, you gotta do something for your dad, right? I really don't know why it's still leaking because I've resurfaced this twice now and it should be completely flat and clean. And I've used this ring, I've used that ring, I've used that ring, I've used that ring, and I've used that ring, and they keep on leaking. So this is my last option. It's got some rubber in the middle and it's aluminum on the outside, so I hope this one is gonna fix it and it stops leaking because then we can finally drive it. Would you look at that? I fixed it! It's not leaking anymore, the rubber ring worked. So now it's time to get the car down and surprise my dad. I got the idea that I'm gonna wash the car because it's really dirty from all the dust here in the shop. So I'm gonna wash it for him, and then when I drive back from the car wash, I'm gonna call my dad that he needs to go outside and he doesn't know why, and then I'm just gonna hang up and then I'm gonna drive around the corner and he sees his car driving, running, clean, and I think that's gonna be the best birthday present that he has had in a really long time. So yeah, my heart is pounding a little bit. I'm so excited for him. Well, let's wash it. I forgot how freaking comfortable this thing is. It's just a luxurious car from the 80s, 60s, 70s. This is my brother. Hi. So we did this for our dad for his birthday and I think he's gonna be really happy. So he's gonna wash the car and then we're gonna surprise him. So we're gonna call my dad now. I just need to find his number. I don't call my dad usually, regularly. All right. Call.
For the people watching, we're standing still. It's just the houses are moving.
We're not driving.
Is it on speaker?
Yeah?
Hey Dad,
Alright?
can you come outside?
Go outside, don't go outside.
Just walk outside. Walk out of the door and just watch the street. Trust me.
Okay.
Alright, so we're 20 seconds out. I hope he's gonna be outside in time. So we're just gonna take it slow. Should I sound the horn?
Where's the...
Fuck, I don't know. Oh, that's the button.
Yeah, yeah. So the light is
Siren is on. Is he outside?
Not yet. Fuck.
He's happy. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Dad!
Thank you.
It works again! You happy?
Yes.
So,
Very happy.
can we take it for a drive?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's take it for a drive.
It's enough.
Right, so the car wasn't driving very well and we stopped at a gas station and there are some McLarens and Porsches over here. But we need to fix the Peugeot. No time for filming McLarens.
I'm not in the mood, but you'll be here soon. Everything feels wrong, guess I'm just in a bad mood. Feeling broken hearted over something that never was. Never was, never was. Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. What message are you trying to send? What's this game you play?
Damn, that's a lot of wind. Oh. Woo! Well, that didn't take very long. We're currently on the side of the highway because the car just doesn't really want to run. It's just stuttering along and we're trying to make it safe back home. It's not happy at all. Hey, it works! It is driving again. It's kind of scary because I don't know when it's gonna stop and we're on the highway. So yeah, this is really fun. But the good thing is it's driving again and we got to see a Celica. We made it back home, but there's another issue that we need to address, but that's for the future. My dad is happy, his car drives again and it's clean. And that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like, and I'll see you guys at the next one.